So we got another point up here, really intense on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and launch it. My gunner's ready. Oh, and then that one dropped. Hi, Kat here from Standing Stone Kennels, and we have Quest today, who is 6.5 months old, and we're gonna be out in the field shooting birds over her. We're gonna be using kill pigeons. They're set out in launchers. She did a good job holding steady and pointing birds last time we had her out in the field, so now we're to the point where we're gonna start shooting them over her. It's important that your dog has had a proper bird and gunfire introduction, which she has, before you move on to this step. I'm going to be wearing my earplugs for hearing protection. I've got Ethan, the guy with the pink gun, who's going to walk with me to help shoot so that I can help handle Quest as well as explain everything that's going on as it happens. Today it's super windy out, so we're going to do our best so that you can hear what I'm saying by having Jess walk closer to me for the audio. But if you can't hear us, just ask questions. We'll get back to those responses after the live video is over. But definitely you can check us out on YouTube, where the high quality video and audio will be posted later. Quest says she is ready to go, little wild thing. But hey, settle down for just a second. But we're going to be giving away a DT Systems Micro IDT e-collar today, so make sure that you like our Facebook page and share this video for your chance to be a part of the drawing for that. We couldn't do this without the help of our sponsor DT Systems, who's donated the collar for us to be able to give away today. So we're going to hit the field, but remember to like, share, and comment both on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win that collar. Okay, Quest. Let's let you up and hit the field. So Quest's giving us quite a bit of attention. There's 3 of us out in the field, which is a few more than we normally have when we're doing some of these training sessions. And we weren't quite to the field yet. We were still up in the yard. So once we hit the field, my expectation is that she's going to start working cover, searching a little bit harder, and trying to find those birds. If she tries to check us out or look back at us, I'm just going to ignore that for now, not reinforce anything by giving her any attention, but just let her kind of continue on hunting on her own, making that decision for herself. If she gets too clingy and sticky and we need to do something else, we'll go ahead and change things up. So again, it's important to use your wind. We're going to come in on this first launcher at more of a crosswind, so that when she catches scent, I can tell. We don't have our launchers marked. I just have a fairly good idea of where they're at. So we will keep her moving on. Well, so we got our point. We're going to try and let Ethan walk in a little bit closer to be able to shoot. And once he's ready, we're going to launch that pigeon. So we're going to go ahead and use the e-collar just on vibrate to start calling Quest back. She's feeling vibrate. Good girl. And calling her back. Good girl, Quest. Hopefully my assistant shoots better next time. But like I said, we've got a pretty windy day. Pigeons have fairly erratic flight patterns as well. She's gonna come up here, check that launcher out again, which is okay. I'm gonna just let her go check it out. Okay, come on. Look, Quest, okay. Okay.
Folks, you've just witnessed history in the making.
Just come.
That I have ever missed. Ever.
Look. So I'm just gonna show her the launcher, that it's empty. Good. She needs to start differentiating from old scent and new scent. There's no pigeon in there, so we're gonna move on. She's got a fairly young, inexperienced nose, so it's not a big deal that she comes back and points that launcher. She's being super cautious and very steady, but we want her to eventually start recognizing fresh scent from old scent. So on this next bird, we're gonna hopefully have a retrieve potential with the guy with the pink gun actually shooting this one.
Okay, now.
So she's being a little cautious and she stopped here. Again, I know exactly where my launchers are and there's not any birds here. We have used this field for previous training today, so there's some other scents mixed up in this field. We call it a dirty field, which will help her again start distinguishing from old scent and new scent. Which is why, with young dogs, it's really nice to use launchers because you know exactly where those birds are at. So I can ignore some of the other points and the other hesitations and not reinforce those. As you can see, after that first bird contact and getting settled in, she's covering ground really nicely, ranging out but still cooperatively checking back in with us without me having to handle her with the collar. So we got another point up here, really intense on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and launch it. My gunner's ready. Oh, and then that one dropped. Hi, I just wanted to stop and take a minute to thank you for watching our free videos. If you've enjoyed watching Quest through her puppy training series, head on over to our Patreon account to show her some puppy love to support these videos. So we are gonna go out and find that one. Because it didn't go down right away, you could kind of see that she pulled off of that pigeon before it went down, and she didn't see it actually go down. This is a really long mark and a long retrieve for a young puppy, so we're gonna help her by having a good mark on that bird and then working her downwind of it and helping her hunt dead. So we will just keep working her that direction. Got a little distracted by a little meadowlark that popped up here. Camera lady almost took a spill. It's hard to hold the camera and walk through the field at the same time, especially when you're not being able to look where you're going. So I think we're in the general direction, location of where that pigeon went down. So we're gonna try and help keep Quest in this area, working downwind, and hopefully she's gonna pick up the scent of that bird and be able to make a retrieve. So we will keep looking as well. We're not going to solely rely on Quest. She looks like she's catching scent maybe of something up here. Lots of smells, letting her check stuff out. We'll just keep working her. Ethan thinks he may have located it, which it's important to try and have a good mark and then work her in that area. So she's actually caught scent of it. She's standing right over it. So we just need to encourage her to look for that bird. Okay, Quest, look.
Dead bird.
So she's trying to point, but there's that bird. Good girl. So I'm going to just use the collar for the retrieve. Here, Quest. Good girl. Good girl. There we go. Good. So she caught scent of that, and then all she wanted to do was point it. So all we needed to do was be encouraging that situation for her to go ahead and grab that bird. And then we finished the recall for that retrieve side of things. So we got one more bird out here. Let's go see if we can find it. Maybe put all the pieces together a little more sequentially without having to go and help her mark something. But this was a really good training experience for her, an opportunity to help her use her nose, work downwind, and keep focused on finding that bird. A little less muddy, yeah. The ground's a little soft in areas, so we're going to try and cross where it's not too soft. Okay. So Quest just got a little bit distracted about checking something out. I just whistled and gave her a little bit of vibration to redirect her focus to come back. So our next bird is up here a little bit farther. We're hoping that the bird's gonna go with the wind again this time. So I'm going to just use a little vibrate. And there's her point. We're going to go ahead and launch that bird. Ethan's able to get quite a bit closer to simulate flushing. Oh. So she was right on that one that time. The bird was flying a little bit low, so Ethan had to wait. Good girl to shoot it for safety reasons. I'm going to vibrate her back to me for the retrieve. Here. Quest, here. Good girl. Doing a little parading. She set her bird down. Here. So she's going to set it down again. I'm going to take a couple steps away. Keep vibrating until she gets to me. There we go. Help her finish that retrieve. Good girl. Good girl. So with a young puppy like this who has a really natural retrieve, we can't necessarily ask her to fetch or pick that bird back up, but we can ask her to finish the retrieve with the recall side of things. So she may set that bird down. I'm just going to hold vibrate until the recall comes all the way back. And if she set that bird down and doesn't bring the bird back with me, that's fine. because the most important part is the recall right now. The retrieve will come, but she did a great job. She thinks she's gonna point this launcher again. Quest here. Call her over to me. So, Quest did a really great job for her next time out in the field, shooting birds over her. And her next step will probably be to move on to some formal woe training, as well as continue to shoot birds over her. But thank you for tuning in and watching. Remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to make sure that you don't miss any live videos with Quest. And for your chance to win that DT Systems Micro EDT collar. And if you're liking our videos, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.